Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that were extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Ravens at 5-4 now in the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a couple. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now a first down throw. Fields. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is a counter play. Eckler, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And now off to the races. passes down the right side. Oh, some strong running. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Real quick, right?
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding it.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is taken at about the 14. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Toss left to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Elliott running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 64-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the gun on third down, Fields. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action. It's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Evades him at the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, But a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Third and goal, Jackson. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.